Welcome back, travellers, to the Lucky Die. Previously, Lafian seeks guidance from the trainer, Rhal spends the last few moments with his friend, Squash learns his death cost time, and Zaltanna gets to work for Calinmon. In the right place to ask, Zaltanna talks with a dead relative of Calinmon in order to free him, while Lafian asks Timmy for advice on how to push past his limits. However, with time desynced, the heroes rush to leave via a portal to get to the physical realm to help their friends. Did Grimsh tattle about Squash's death? How did Sybil die? And is Dachin holding Damas? I guess we're about to find out. Welcome back to the Lucky Die.
You find yourself in the major society in Bellum. It looks and sounds exactly as when you were here last. Where do you want to go? I feel this is your rodeo, Lafian.
My house.
You want to go to your house?
My house.
You hail a fake Uber?
No.
A Fuber. A Fuber.
I'm not that far away.
Okay. Yeah, you're on another island. So Bellum is a small island in the middle of Bellum Lake, which is where the major society is.
I forgot about that.
Which is society, sorry. And then you have to get a little boat, which is a ferry that someone pulls across, and then you can make your way to your estate.
Swear to fucking God, if anybody's like, you're going to pay for this, right? Yeah, I'm going to fucking pay for this. You know who I am?
Yeah, I think they know who you are. You're. So you go out there. You leave the Witches' Society. No one seems to stop you. No one really has much in the way of comments. You make your way over to the ferry. There is this nice little old lady who's now running the ferry, and she greets you all very fondly and very warmly. She's like, hello, you gotta be Sir Rhal, says Zaltanna, you're Squash. Is that right?
Yeah, how do you know who I am?
Osmosis, I guess. Your name's come out a few times.
They got titled. I got told to stay out of trouble.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So your name got around. So you've got to be Prince Pintor, right?
No, other brother.
No, it's him. He's Prince Pintor.
No, stop it. My hair's not that long yet.
No, it's him. Don't let him tell you he's Lafian, because he's not. He's actually Pintor.
No. No.
Lafian. Okay, so
Thank
I
you.
should probably go with Prince Lafian, since he is,
Me?
You've been Pintor this whole time, and we all know.
We are a dwarf short in this party for that to be the case.
Hey, yo.
Zaltanna is just dying at the fact that this woman thought that he was Pintor, and she is never going to let it go.
Yeah, it's very easy for you to make your way back to your home, so to speak. The rest of you, Rhal, you've already been here before. But for the other two of you, you basically find a home that is built into a tree. There is a kind of a fence situation going on around the edge of it. And there are servants galore helping out, opening doors, letting you in, directing you to your various rooms, unless there's anything else you wish to do. Essentially, you can pass a long rest, so you can get your chill time out. So you can regain back all your resources, you can do all the things that you need to do, and have a good rest.
Like a long rest?
Yes, you may.
Yes!
You may long rest. You may regain your health. You may be slightly less dead than you were yesterday.
And level up to 18?
No. You level 17 fairly recently.
Do I get rid of my exhaustion from taking long rest?
I'm going to say no.
All
Not
right.
this time around.
No problem.
Tomorrow, yes.
I'll
Today,
cry about
no.
it later.
You can cry about it now if you want. Yeah, you managed to pass a a night's long rest. Is there anything any of you want to do overnight?
Garden.
Yes, Rhal.
Make my roll for sleeping.
Yes, please. Let's
You're
make
gonna
sure that
take
you
your
wake
medicine.
up this morning.
Well, no, because someone said more days than the number of medicine that we had earlier. So I'm going to go a night without now.
You are 15-ish days, I believe, from the
We just
apocalypse.
lost 2 days.
think I
Things
have-
are moving around.
I think I have 5 left
Okay.
because I've used 1.
Yes.
I had
They made you.
6, right? Yeah. So. How do I roll 20?
1d4, I believe.
I'm just going to do it with the dice.
Yeah.
Boop. 3.
You're fine.
I'm good.
You're good. Lafian, you wanted to do some Did I hear gardening?
I have to go to my mother's garden to get the vines.
Right. Okay. I did not know that was your plan.
That was
That's
the main
awesome.
reason why we came here.
Oh, cute.
Because
Okay.
I was like, we can get a rest. I can get my vines, kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Do it for the vine.
And then at least we're in a safe-ish place.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, your mother's garden is as well tended as ever. Fairly easy. Is there any particular vine that you're thinking of?
The one that's got the fruit that usually grows on it. That represents me, Talvin, and Ninverna.
Yes, I believe he was dragon fruit because that was the teacher fruit. You were the base of the vine, and I think she was the thorn, so it would be the rose. So yeah, you could find like the dragon fruit. Yeah, you could find the dragon fruit vine. There's no dragon fruits on it right now. The only ones there are kind of like really small and budding. So you could definitely take as much as you need. That's not a problem.
I'll get like a good, I don't know, like decent couple feasts worth.
Yeah, because it needs to be big enough to encapsulate you in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, absolutely you can do that. Are you going to store it anywhere particular? Are you going to have it around your waist like a belt?
I think I'm going to try to find like some sort of packing material, something that's not like, there's no real like vacuum seal, I guess, in this world, but like something that he can kind of seal it up decently well in and then put it in the bag of holding so that it's like,
Protected.
yeah, protected, preserved as best you can.
Yeah, I mean, you can basically ask for like, packing sheets and such like from the servants who tend house. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. No problem.
Works for me.
Your mother is not home. Your father is not home because they should mostly be focused in Belegbud right now. That means that Bebe is not there, little sister is not there, Pintor is nowhere to be seen, but if you ask, he is currently hanging out with Thakit, trying to mend fences, whatever that may be. Yeah, that's where you're at.
Oh, he fucked up. He fucked up somehow, huh? Pintor fucked up.
So I think it's less of a personal matter versus a more political one.
Have you
It's
forgotten?
we fucked up.
It's more, as I
My
understand
aunt
it, sir, it is your aunt.
Yeah, well, yeah. We all fucked up.
Yes, in that regard, I think we were all unaware of the situation in front of us, not seeing the issues that were clearly there.
I was a child.
You are, as Pintor still is,
Oh, he very much is.
indeed. As is poor King Thakit.
Well, he's a little more mature in the head, I think. But
Well, we shall find out, of course. Anyway, anything else you wish to inquire upon, Your Highness?
anything major I need to know about?
Over the last day or so, any food that has been prepared and taken from the vine, slaughtered, for example, anything that has been out of the ground longer than 4 days has rotted and destroyed.
That's a problem.
Indeed. Unfortunately, there was a contingent of Goodberry scrolls that had been adapted by someone in the Witcher Society so that people of all types of magics could cast it. Not as powerful as the Druids, of course, but very, very close to try and ease the food shortage we were already dealing with. Alas, that was unfortunately mostly destroyed, along with the issues that had arisen due to the various taxations and agreements between the late Queen and the farmers of the Elven Kingdom. Food is in rather short supply. That is possibly the biggest threat, other than this oncoming apocalypse that we are facing.
I can only help with one of those right now. Lovely.
Your father is attempting to help the Witcher Society best that he can, give them whatever resources they need, but it is not an easy process to duplicate those scrolls.
Wonderful.
Indeed. Other than that, your father, mother, and little sister are doing very well.
I should hope so. Should certainly hope so. Maybe get a message to father if you can, see if he hasn't already, perhaps have an envoy try to contact the orcs as well as perhaps the Dragonborn Fought of the North, see if perhaps there's any way we can compile resources. Maybe that might alleviate some of the food issues.
I will send a missive to your father right away. Although, as far as I'm understanding, he's already in contact a great deal with the orcs.
I knew the apple didn't fall from the tree. Fall from the tree there.
I shall go send a missive right away. Is there anything else before I depart, sir?
Nothing I can think of. We need to be on our way, I believe.
Well, good evening, and have a good rest. And with that, he bows and takes his leave.
Crack of dawn. All right, yeah, motherfuckers, everybody wake up, let's go.
I wouldn't do crack of dawn. Y'all probably didn't get into 3 a.m.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, unpleasant.
Ew.
Yeah. You may need to only meditate for 4, but I think the rest of ours need at least 6 or 8 hours. Maybe Squash a little longer because he was dead.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, I think Squash wakes up the groggiest he has felt in weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Just he put his head on the pillow, instantly fell asleep, and then he woke up, he's just did I? No, it can't be over. They're fucking with me. I've been here for 10 minutes or something.
Oh, buddy.
Grumpily gets out of bed.
We've been here for a full day.
No, don't say that.
We've actually been here for 5 years. We finished. We saved the world. You've been asleep the whole time. You kind of
you just stole the sand from my pocket, and you made the assaultron or whatever you guys want to call it, and you fought Dajin. Yeah. All right.
Yep, absolutely. That's what happened. Hey, Pintor, we leaving?
It's the only thing Squash remembers.
Listeners, Arch is eating ice cream and shaking his head at me.
Lafian is eating elven yogurt.
I'm waiting for Lafian to be addressed.
Zaltanna's staring straight at you and goes, Pintor? He's not answering his name. Not paying attention to anything I'm saying. Yeah. You try.
A mystery for the ancient ages. If only Lafian was here to figure out this crazy conundrum we found ourselves in.
Yeah,
sorry, I was having breakfast. What is it?
But have you tried asking Pintor if he'll come leave with us?
No, Pintor's over with the dwarf.
Well, right now we're waiting for Donna to contact so that she can put us, wherever we're needed right now. We missed out 2 days, so we missed the assault on Dajin's fortress. We missed the resolution of Dajin and Demi's interaction.
Not a fight, though. Grumsh didn't say fight. In fact, I'm pretty sure he specifically said there wasn't one, right? Correct. Yeah. Thank you, voice of God.
Like Lafian said yesterday, that does sound weird.
You do get a ping in the back of your head,
Oh.
And it's Donna. She says, "All right, my lovely, are you folks ready to come meet up in Falsam? I'm not 100% sure where you're supposed to be, but maybe starting here would be a good point."
Squash puts up his hand and Donna wants us to go to Falsam. I ping her back. If you want to pick us up, that's good. We can use the Witches Society in Bellum if needed.
Y'all feel a tug on the back of your navels, and you find yourself in Donna's home. It's a small little flat above a blacksmith. You've been here before.
Oh, Sorry, Lafian. I hope you didn't have anything left to do.
I like the idea you're still sitting with like yogurt.
There's like
he's
he's got like a bowl of cereal or something in front of him. Mother's going to be furious when I don't bring this back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought.
No, you're fine. No, it's all right.
I apologize.
I'll put this in the bag of holding.
You have the bowl, but not the spoon. You put it down as you were offended. So you're just like, oh.
How am I supposed to finish this? I can't just slurp it like a heathen.
Like, she puts a spoon next to you. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I like your armor. It's very nice on you.
Thank you. It's very nice. It's new. It's given me my friend Hagen. And I like it a lot. I just got to break it in. It's a little uncomfortable.
My husband used to say quite a lot that like a good pair of shoes, good bit of armor's got to be worn in.
Yeah.
Get those rough edges off. Get them to the shape of your feet, or your chest, or your legs, or your muscles, such that thing.
What you want to do is do like lunges and jumping jacks and shit in them, so that they get the stress test.
Right. Well, I appreciate you not doing that in my house, so thank you.
Yeah, I might go outside and do that, but
right.
I figured it was too loud. But I tried to wear it for like at least 24 hours straight, so that it gets some wear in before I take it off and take a bath and shit.
Seems perfectly reasonable. But how are the rest of you doing?
We're doing fine. We kind of I would very much like to be updated on what's going on exactly. We've missed 48 hours on the material plane, and what's happening? How did it go? Where's Damas? What happened with Demi and Dajin? Did you guys, if I understood it correctly, you were assaulting one of his last hidey holes?
Right. Demi filled me in best that she could a couple of days ago. Told me what was mostly going on. Aim is back. She's fine. Good bunch of her people made it back too. They apparently took down some sort of hideout place of Dachin's, managed to interrupt a ritual midway through. Mm-hmm. Got really hairy there for a while until she'd finished that. Food was spoiling and getting destroyed, and more of it was going. And when Ama finished what she was doing, it stopped. So we greatly appreciated that. The Witches Society here in Falsam, mostly thanks to the work me and Demi had been doing. We made some scrolls, a good berry, so that people could learn it no matter what kind of magic they had. But unfortunately, they got destroyed about the same time as that ritual went off. So we've lost a lot of that too.
Did that, was that sabotage, or was that part of the
No, that was sabotage. There were a bunch of caravans that had been traveling around, and they were, dropping off these scrolls in all sorts of places. Unfortunately, the biggest contingent of them on their way up to Vanlas and up to Bellum. Unfortunately, they got destroyed before they could leave here.
You keep saying destroyed. What do you mean? Did they get set on fire, stolen?
They got set on fire, or disintegrated, or something along those lines.
Okay.
So the rest of the Witches Society and I were back at it, cracking on, trying to make some more, but food situation's getting pretty dire. Mm. Luckily, your good lady managed to fix that right. I haven't heard back from Demi, just that if she called, that you would need gathering from wherever you are.
You don't know where she is?
I don't.
Has anybody seen her?
Not that I know of. I've been trying to get all these scrolls sorted out.
Yeah, sorry. Of course, you've been busy.
It's okay. Do you want me to find out where she is? I can't square on her exactly, but I can always send her a message.
I'll send her a message myself. It's her business if she wants us to know where she is or not. It might be strategic.
I think that's all the news that I can give you.
No news on Damas?
I'm afraid not. She seemed pretty distraught when she told me about it. And I haven't seen him, and I know he'd come and find me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I need some fresh air. Squash is just going to leave.
Okay. I bet Donna's going to look at the three of you and see sullen face. Are you guys all right? How about you two?
Very trying time.
Yeah, I'm fine. I should go down, check on everybody and find a shirt.
Find a shirt?
Yeah.
Right. You don't have a shirt. You can borrow something if you want.
That would ruin it. I'm just going to probably pick up
No,
some...
don't you be ridiculous. No worry about that. I'm not using his stuff no more, and he'd be much happier that it gets used than not. Hang on. And she bustles off around the back, and she comes back with this kind of like really like big kind of off-white coloured shirt with like tassels at the front. It's like, this one should be big enough to get over your hands. Like, you should be fine.
Thank you.
It'll
Rhal
be-
gives her a little hug.
Yeah. Aw. So cuddly.
That'll be 15 gold.
As I understand it, Amir was staying at the monastery for a little while.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I'll go check on her and make sure all the other Dragonborn are okay.
Yep. I
See
think
what
most
else
of them
I
are
need.
still down in the temple underneath.
Yeah, see what else I need to do from there, see how I can help.
Now, what about you, Prince Lafian? You doing all right? Anything I can do for you?
No, you're already doing the things that I would need, the food crisis and everything.
Right.
I was just talking with one of the servants back home earlier about that. They filled me in on it.
Right. I'm just glad that Empress Apella managed to get most of the army split out, so we're not all fighting in one place for very scarce resources. Hopefully.
Where did they go?
She sent them out to various different towns out and around.
Oh,
She thought the idea of having a couple of fairly large armies, hers, the Triads, all in one place, plus the army under Falsam. She didn't think I was very smart having them all in one place. Just so that we wouldn't all be competing over the same resources or nothing.
smart. Lovely. God, I don't know. There's so many things at this point that we need to be doing otherwise.
You just let me know if you need anything. I'll try and keep a fairly large spell on me in case you need me. But I've got to go back and get everyone who can to write these spells out on scrolls so we can spread them around.
Of course.
One moment. And you see that she puts her hands together and she pulls them apart. And she holds in her hand like 4 of these kind of like brightly coloured berries. They're like roughly the size of an apple. And she hands them over to you. That should get you folks through the rest of the day, okay?
Oh.
I don't know how your rations stand. I know you weren't here. I don't know how they were in, well, Demi said you're in Bellum, but that's not what you called me from, so.
We kind of had to do a few other things.
I understand. You're in a pretty responsible place. As much as I don't want to know, there are things that I can't do, so I'm going to go. But yeah, if you need anything, you let me know, all right?
Sounds good. I'll pass these to the others.
All right. Well, see you later. She kind of waves at the other two. I wave back. Bye.
Bye.
She shoos you out of her house and then locks the door.
I give everybody one of the bapples.
Bapples, yes.
Yeah, it's a bapple. Berry apple.
I think it was Salt.
What?
Salt was in the caravans. I saw him. I checked in on him when we had access to the well in Bellum. He was with the caravans.
I don't...
When I was doing the time thing in the stocking, I don't know what to call it. I was shown a version of our world where Salt was an out-and-out bad guy. And I've been suspecting that may be based on our world. It's very complicated to explain, but I'm pretty sure Salt is up to no good. I think he's an agent of the Blissful Eclipse. And I knew this, and I didn't have time to deal with it, and then we went to Bellum, and when we were looking into Hester's vision well, or whatever you called it, I checked in Salt, and he was traveling. He was just with caravans. It was him. It was definitely him that burnt it. And because we lost 2 days, he actually gets to do his plan. We could have stopped him.
We should let people know.
We have to find him.
I think that there are people better suited for finding him than us. We kind of have a bigger picture we need to be dealing with.
Yeah, we need Zaltanna's ribbons.
And the dragon blood to bathe it in.
You already have the dragon blood to bathe it in.
Did we?
Yes.
Yep.
When
You
did
had
we
3
get them?
vials of it.
The dragon
Your
gave
big
it to
dragon
us.
friend gave them to you.
You will need this when you know.
I don't remember anything, and I still remember that.
I didn't remember that.
It was so weird. It was very much like picking Kellogg's chip out of his brain when you kill him in Fallout 4 and you don't know why. It's
You
like,
just wanted it.
It's a quest item. I guess it's in my inventory now.
When you find the quest item earlier than you were supposed to.
Yeah.
Yep, when you break the chain.
No. Supposedly the dragon knew roughly the spell we were going to do, and he knew we needed his blood.
How did I forget that? Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's fine. Right. So we have that. We need to get you your ribbons. Zaltanna, is there a specific place or thing where wear these ribbons?
Do I know that? Because I feel like I don't know anything.
You don't.
I got no clue.
Do we go to like a pride event? Is there one of those around here? Does Falsam have like a pride festival?
Don't need it.
Can we just get rainbow?
Not oppressed. It's always been okay to be gay.
We're allowed to be gay in Falsam. We in all in all of Bikron. What are you talking about?
What a fantastical, magical world. Sorry. I do believe this ribbon isn't specific. I think you just have to craft one.
Do I look like someone who knows how to craft a ribbon?
Bro, I've seen you tie knots.
Ribbons are not. They're not the same.
Are you saying me you cannot tie a knot out of ribbons?
I can tie a knot out of ribbons. You just told me to craft a ribbon. I don't know how to do that. Are you telling me to get ribbons and then tie knots with them? Because
Yes.
I thought you were telling me to make the ribbons, and I don't know how to make a ribbon.
That was not what I was trying to say. I was trying to tell you to knot a ribbon.
Let's not go down this route, please.
It's a part of a spell.
Let's go to a magic shop or some shit. I'm sure they
Well, we are leaving someone who knows magic stuff, but I was going to say maybe Demi would know, and we could
Demi might know.
figure that one out.
That's a
when
good point, Rhal.
I'll go see if Emma knows anything.
Thank you.
Also, I just want to see Emma.
You don't need an excuse for
you
that.
want to see your wife?
I guess I'll
Absolutely did not see that coming.
send a message to Demi. Ask her if she knows if it needs to be magical.
Oh yeah, you can do that too.
And maybe if she wants to meet us in Falsam or something.
Yeah.
How's she doing? How's the weather?
It's a dry heat nowadays.
Right?
It's the worst.
Yeah, of course you can go chat with Emma. Maybe she knows something. I'll craft a message for Demi. We can just walk. It doesn't take a long time.
Yeah. Are you all going to the monastery? Is anyone going to the magic store?
I'm
She
going to
says
go to
with
the magic
trepidation.
You sure you wanted to ask that question, V?
Nope, but it doesn't matter.
Because I forgot that I said that, and it was only 3 seconds. And now I kind of want to go just because it'll make you
That's fine.
have to
You
deal with Carson.
I'm
I'm going to Carsons to buy some ribbons.
I fully expect at some point you'll may want or need to split up to do various weird little solo things to close out various bits for your character. I have no problem doing that. So yeah, if you want to go to Carsons and no one wants to go with you, then we go to Carsons. If you want to sit down like a sad boy and look at the forlornly at a broken house, it's entirely up to you. If Logan wants to go hang out with his brother, it's entirely up to him.
I'm not going to
more
the
Bucky.
dwarves. That's really far away, and if you know Dacian's going to pop up out of nowhere and be like, surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be without my tank, my other tank, and my other tank.
Not a tank.
shield.
Have you been treating me as a tank?
Meat shield.
You
I
have
think
AC,
is-
don't you?
You too.
That's an emergency.
Mine too.
Yours is less priority.
I hope you're preparing a second fucking sacrifice because you're gonna need it.
For who, you?
Kill myself.
I'll leave your ass this time.
It's up to you how, if you all want to split up, if you want to go together. I really don't mind.
I'll save you if you die again, Squash.
Thank you.
We're
You're-
buddies.
You're not gonna be tattling on me too, Grooms.
Oh, well, are we fucking going
I don't need friends anymore, apparently. I've just decided to be sad and sassy. I'm so sorry. I hope to God we're talking like out of character here.
Death has changed Squash into a sassy little bitch. You've changed, man. You changed.
I saw what was on the other side.
All right. So, Rhal's going to the monastery.
Yeah.
Lafian.
Hi.
Monastery, Carsons, something else? All the above? None of the above?
We don't have money. None of us have money, really.
You have your money.
There's barely any money left.
Okay, then you have hardly any money.
We have no income.
Uh-huh.
Zilch.
Yeah.
Zip.
Yeah. Y'all don't have a diversified portfolio.
No.
No.
I think the problem.
I have a very nice resume, a very good a whole.
You have
list
experience
of accomplishments
and qualifications,
I have
but no income.
I have a very good trade
Uh-huh.
because I have that bear's head.
You do. Probably super gross now.
No, I cleaned it. It's just a skull now. There's a really good
you
skull.
skullified it, yeah.
I skulled it.
Yeah.
I, in
skullied
fact,
it.
have a whopping 20 gold pieces.
That's still pretty good.
That can buy me a down payment on the cheapest magical item.
Nice.
No, I'm going to go to the fucking bar.
Okay.
I also have 18 monster teeth. Specifically.
What?
It's on
Which monster? We fought many.
specifically, I don't know which one. It just my sheet says, and I quote, "I have 18 teeth from a monster guy?" ?
Oh, okay.
So I don't remember when I wrote that. It was after the demon bear skull because it comes after demon bear skull.
Was that the basilisk?
Might be.
Why would you call him Monster Guy? Basilisk are very lizardy.
I don't listen. 90% of the time, I am very tired.
Okay. So, Zaltanna, you are going to Carsons?
Yeah, I'm gonna treat him some basilisk teeth for some ribbons.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to come and make sure I don't do something very fucking stupid?
Like exchange basilisk teeth for ribbons.
Is this an in-character?
Zaltanna's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Carsons. I don't think I have any money, but I do have a bear skull and I have a couple of teeth from I think like that poisony lizard guy that we fought. So I could probably trade that for some ribbons.
Okay, let me go make sure that you don't get fucking ripped off.
You guys can take this with you, and Squash gives them the magic amulet of magical suppression.
Right.
What in the who?
Yes.
Serves no purpose anymore.
What'd that do?
Basically, it's a high-grade version of the magical suppression anklet that y'all had in prison. This would do some major damage to someone who has a lot more power than you guys. The ones that you had would not do anything to, example, say Demi, whereas the one that you have would.
Squash, we could use this though.
How?
You slap that on Dacian and suddenly like half his shit's gone.
It's not shackle. You kind of willingly wear this.
The one that he has would not it wouldn't stop Demi and it wouldn't stop Daichin and it wouldn't stop an avatar from having magic. It would just make it really difficult for them.
If I understand it correctly, basically, if I snuck up behind Daichin and stuck it on his wrist, he'd be like, oh, snap. Like, it is not a shackle. It is a item.
Yeah, it's like a real nice bracelet you decide to wear so you stop setting fire to your friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, we can totally sell that then.
It serves a purpose. It is the you're a high-level magic user and you're in jail. All right, wear this and we won't kill you. Take it off and it will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
We could see if Lindgren has some.
Something that can actually...
Yeah, and then we could sell a couple and keep a couple.
Well, it's an idea for a trade. I'm gonna ask Donna to help me with the coal thing. Just if she knows how to scry, maybe she knows who to talk to. So you guys have fun trading stuff. I'll catch up with you in the bunks, I guess. That's usually where we meet up.
Sure.
War room.
If you see Daichin, run the fuck away.
Of course.
Deception roll. I can see in your face.
I'm not lying. I'm just
angry.
Accepting my role in the universe. I'm not God Emperor. I am Squash.
No. All right, let's go to Carsons.
Let's do it.
Shopping episode.
All right, you go to Carsons. You can see that the shelves are somewhat more empty than they have been previously. Standing on a box behind the counter is Talus.
Oh.
Hey, Talus.
Hi.
What are you doing working at Carsons? You're like 5 years old.
No, I'm 8.
Yeah, well, I mean, not far off.
Well, I'm apprenticing under Mr. Carsons. He hasn't been here for a while, so me and some of the other employees are just trying to look after the store for him. So I have to work because everyone who can hold a weapon has to work. Otherwise, we're not contributing very well. So, hi.
He's taking good care of you, though, right?
Yeah.
Good. You're getting paid a fair wage?
He gave me this really pretty dress for my birthday, and it helps me with my magic and stuff. And I made some really pretty cards now. And they're
Are you
working.
insured?
What?
Do you have benefits?
What? I get paid, kind of.
Lafian, she's 8.
8-year-olds can have medical accidents.
No,
What?
I'm saying I don't think she understands.
Where's Caden? Where is your father?
Oh, Daddy's out on patrol.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweetheart, we need some ribbons.
What kind of ribbons? Here at Welcome to Carsons. At Carsons, we have all of your magical needs. What kind of ribbons?
Please tell me she's doing the
She's
hand
doing
flare.
the arm thing. She's over the top and really enjoying this. I'm going to say you can see in the corner there is an older clerk who just is happily keeping an eye on her. And as soon as he realizes that you know each other, he's just happy just to back off.
I need some kind of ribbons I can use for magic. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with them.
Big ritual thing.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about magic.
Well, I know some things about magic. So you want some ribbons? How many?
I believe the number was 7.
7.
Let me double check on that.
It is
7 colored ribbons.
Mm-hmm.
7 colored ribbons.
What color?
I don't think it matters. Just colorful. Give me 7 different colors.
Okay.
Rainbow.
I can get you all the different colors.
Yeah, make it a rainbow because I'm gay.
Okay. And she jumps off and wanders in the back. She comes back with these 7 really heavy looking reels of ribbons, and she kind of struggles up to the counter and puts them on a couple at a time, and then she climbs back up on the box so she's tall enough. Okay, so how long do you need each of the ribbons?
I don't know what to say.
It needs to be long enough that it can go on the ground in a circle around.
So you need 7 ribbons that are each long enough to go around you, or enough that when you put them together, they'll go around you?
Instructions unclear, so let's go with the safe measurement of all 7 need to be the same length to go around
to go fully around me. Yeah.
Okay. If you would be as kind enough, and she points over to like a corner where there's like the mirrors set up and like a little pedestal you can stand on them, like see what clothing you are and turn around and circle. If you could go and stand on the box for me, I will bring the ribbons to you.
I am standing on the box.
She again grabs all of these off the desk and like struggles over with them.
Lafian,
She
help
puts
her.
them on the floor. She goes back and gets the scissors.
She's doing a fantastic job.
She is so tiny, and there are so many ribbons.
She's doing great.
It's okay, Auntie Anna. I got it. You said we have to be strong, and I'm getting very strong. And she does like not quite a proper like flex of her muscles, but she's a kid.
It's a good
she's 8 years
workout.
old.
I'm proud of you, sweetling, but you should also make Lafian carry shit for you. Carry stuff for you. Don't tell your dad I said that word.
You said a naughty word. She like pulls the ribbons out one at a time. She makes them so they're big enough for each of them to be long enough, and then like she cuts them slightly long. And then she struggles back to the desk with all of the ribbons and puts them on the thing. She grabs the ribbons and she puts them on the desk and she says, "Okay, do you need them to be enchanted so they don't ruin, or do you just need them to be plain?"
Doesn't hurt for them to be enchanted, depending on the price, anyway.
Sure.
It's okay. I'm an apprentice, so all of my magic's a little bit cheaper because I might do it wrong. And I'm really sorry if I do it wrong. Don't be angry.
I won't. But also, we don't have any money, but I got some stuff I can trade.
And she looks over at the clerk who just nods his head and like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Okay. I'm getting more proficient at trading. So, okay. So there are 7 ribbons, and I require 1 gold for each of them, and I require 1 gold to enchant each of them. So that is 14 gold.
I have an amulet that prevents people from using magic.
Maybe keep that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
have-
a little bit out of my range.
I have a basilisk tooth.
Oh,
I have 18 of them.
okay.
So would it be fair if we call them each 2 gold and I give you 7 of them?
I would like to have 12 of them.
12 of them?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Balance?
I think that Valanda is doing this so that we don't get to actually debate without feeling guilty about it, which is a dirty tactic.
I'm sorry, Uncle Lafian. Carson's a really bad negotiator. He's very strong at business.
All right, I tell you what. I'll give you 7 of those. Hold on. Okay. I'll give you 9. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hug. It's Taylor's. She likes hugs.
I'll give you 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give you this vial, which used to hold smelling salts. It sells a little bit in the bottom. And I'll give you a hug.
I would like she looks over at the clerk who just rolls his eyes. I would like to inspect the vial and the teeth, please.
I hand them to Taylor's.
She inspects the teeth. She makes sure that they're definitely basilisk teeth, which in this case, she and the audience are 90% sure that they're basilisk teeth.
I actually think they might not be.
I'm
better
pretty
than the
sure
girls.
they are because I definitely took basilisk teeth.
What else have we fought?
I think they might have been from the Demogorgon.
Well, either way, they're fucking cool teeth. It doesn't matter.
They're monster teeth. She's 50% sure and she doesn't want to question you.
No,
Yeah,
that's
This is
fair.
good. We'll go with that.
Nor should you.
Nor should you, child.
I question everything.
She inspects the teeth. She's happy with them, whether they be basilisk or whether they be demogorgon or whether they be something else. She
Demolisk.
accepts them. She inspects the vial and she has a little look at it and a little taste. And there's a just tiny amount left in the bottom. She corks it back up and she says, "And I will take 1 hug and we will call that a deal."
Deal. And I go and I give her a hug.
The biggest of hugs.
Yay.
She enchants each of the ribbons so that they just have the most minor illusion on it. The illusion that they're always clean. So she puts those on them so they'll be protected and they have a little bit of magic coursing through them and she returns them to you. Thank you for shopping at Carsons. And if you need anything else, please don't hesitate to come in and talk with us. But if you need something more than ribbons, you're going to have to speak to the man over there. Because
I have a request then. On the subject similar to the ribbons, and Lafian will like pull out of the bag of holding the I'm going to say cord of vine that he got.
Yeah.
Would you be able to perhaps enchant this so that it's well preserved for at least another couple of weeks?
Yeah. I don't think I can do that, but I think that that he can. And she points over at the clerk who nods, and he comes over and says, "Hey, that's a bit like a life preservation spell. I can probably cast on that, no worries."
That would be fantastic.
That'll be 5 gold.
I too have items with which to barter.
All right, Taylor, step back. Watch your real master go at this.
Oh, is this what we're doing?
Welcome to Carsons, motherfucker.
This is my favorite thing because I just pick up the randomest shit that ends up being something good, and I can't wait to find out what you have to barter because I feel like
you know, the blood of gods and shit like that, the usual.
You can't give my blood to this guy. I already
Why not?
did that.
That already fucked y'all in the ass once. Don't do it again.
It's the reacquired, mostly used up.
Mm-hmm.
No,
sounds like a real bargain.
Well, I mean, listen, for 5 gold pieces, like, I feel like there's still some merit to this. Okay, like, cut me some slack here. I'm also trying to save the fucking world. Sorry, Taylor, cover your ears.
La 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 la.
You said the fuck word.
La 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 la.
Okay. He'll reach into the bag of holding and he'll pull out the depleted shards of Savras as well as the depleted vial of blood that contains what is, I assume at this point, very little remnants of Zaltanna's blood.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
And just put those on the table and be like, I'm sure Carson is very familiar with these items.
Right, he reaches over and he takes a single shard of what was Savras. He says, that'll be plenty, thanks.
Okay, fantastic. I mean, if you want to offer me some money for the rest of it, I don't have income right now.
Well, see, the thing is, Mr. Carson hasn't been back for a little while.
Oh, fuck.
And we're just trying to keep things afloat and trying not to spend too much money right now.
Any items that could be exchanged that could be perhaps of use? You know, with saving the world.
Oh, since you're talking about saving the world, sure, I'll just give you the entirety of the world here.
Well, I'm not asking for free. I'm saying that I have these things on the table, and if perhaps there's some things of similar value.
All right, what you're in the market for?
I have no clue.
Well, we've got cloaks of protection. That we always seem to have plenty of those hanging around, fairly easily enchant to do. We've got rings of dark vision, but that'll set you back a fair penny.
How much of a fair penny?
I don't know, like, 350 gold.
And how much am I covered with here?
With the shards? And
the vial of blood? What's left of it?
It's like a pretty empty vial, mate. Pretty dry blood in there.
Zaltanna. Can I get a little bit more?
No.
Just top up.
No. Okay, listen, what happened the last time I gave my blood to this guy?
You know I'm good for it.
I'm gonna have to say no.
No, that's fine. I understand. I respect your boundaries.
Oh boy. Look, I have a god's blood on my sword right now. We're not doing that. I'm gonna get in so much trouble with him if I do that. There's no way that's not gonna backfire on me really terribly. He's still alive.
Grimsh's blood is
Fuck Grim. Remember when we saved Carson's life? The actual Carson who fucked up with the blood himself.
But nobody's seen Carson since he disappeared.
Mysteriously.
Y'all are the only ones who've seen him since he disappeared, other than Emil.
Where the fuck?
Look, I'll tell you what. Let me let me look into your line of credit, being that you're clearly Your Highness and all. Let me have a look into that and then come back on a bit.
What's the bet?
I don't know. I've got to send a message to Belligby. Got to wait for their response, or I don't know, maybe a couple of hours.
Hopefully we'll still be around by then, because that would be very helpful. Taylor's, cover your ears for a sec.
La 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 la.
So our good friend kind of kicked the bucket, and we had to do a whole thing. And long story short, I can't see in the dark anymore, so that ring's going to be really useful. If my father asks, that's part of it.
Wait, just to be sure here, you just told me that
No, I didn't tell you anything of the sort.
You just told me that you
Can't see in the dark.
can't see in the dark because your friend died, and there was a whole thing, and now you can't see in the dark.
No.
Yeah, kick the bucket. That's a euphemism for dying.
No.
Use necromancy.
No, never.
Use necromancy to bring a dead
I can't
friend
use
back.
magic at all.
You don't have to be the one using the magic to do this.
No. We were already in Bellum. It's relevant.
I'm sorry, you were.
Shut up, Balance.
We were.
Shut the fuck up, Balance.
She can still hear even with the ears over when you do that. You're up here.
Taylor, you need
Bring
to
it down
leave.
here.
Taylor, darling, you need to leave the store for a minute. Balance.
What?
Stop.
I was trying to make sure that okay, whatever. It's fine.
Look, let me just ask, all right? I wouldn't go around telling many other people what you just told me.
I didn't say anything.
No, you definitely should not say anything.
I didn't.
Moving on. Good. Then I'll just check your line of balance and you come back in a couple of hours, right?
My line of me?
Sorry, line of what?
In personal joke.
Ha ha ha.
Thank you.
Get out before I change my mind.
Big smile.
Big smile. Big cheesy smile. Yep, you guys can come back in a couple of hours and then...
Bye, Taylor's.
La 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 la.
No, okay, Taylor's, you can stop.
Okay.
Good seeing you.
Bye. Say hello to Uncle Rhal for me.
Make sure you unionize.
Unions are the best, do it. Okay, let's go to the monastery, because I'm assuming that Squash is still outside. Squash, are you just going to go find Dana?
Yes.
Am I reading that right? Okay, all right.
Yes, I am.
Rhal, at the monastery. You walk into the monastery. It's fairly, mid-morning, I'm guessing. I think you'll deserve a slightly longer sleep than none. So yeah, it's kind of mid-morning, and you can see that Emily is working behind the bar. You can see Jim is sitting at one end of it. You can also see that there is a very tall, dark-skinned lady with a very small-looking female gnome next to her. They seem to be having a fairly intense conversation with someone who looks intensely like a goblin who is wearing the brightest coloured clothes. You can see that they have bright green boots, hot pink trousers, and a bright green jacket, kind of like waistcoat, and a completely bare chest. They have lots of earrings in his ear. You can also see that to one side, sitting next to Jim, there is also Bogrim, which is fairly easy for you to recognise. And you also spot that Ama is behind the bar talking with Emily and serving pints. What do you want to do?
I'm going to sneak up on Emma.
You're going to need a stealth check.
All right.
Good luck, buddy. Also, you deserve whatever knife ends up in you after this.
That's fine. 29.
You just beat her.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you very much just beat her. How are you surprising her with this?
Boo! And it's like grabs shoulders.
Ama jumps like a full foot in the air, and you get smacked in the side of your gut with her tail, and she literally spins round, and her fist stops like half an inch from your face.
Bro thinks he's a fighter. Thinks it's funny.
Oh,
He could take a hit.
What is wrong with you? I could have killed you.
Lots of things, probably.
Rhal,
Hey.
dummy. And she like reaches over and she like gives you a very big hug and a kiss.
Yeah, big hugs. So,
You made it back. Did everything go okay? Emily, we're going to take a break. maybe we should take a break not in here because Bogrim's over there.
Yeah, Rhal gives Bogrim a little wave.
Bogrim gives you like a very tentative half wave back.
Yeah, Rhal's not being super shitty at him right now, so he's not giving him any looks or anything.
Yeah, that's fine. Everything go okay? Did you manage to like you're kind of like out in the street and just she's keeping like a very quietness to her voice, and she says, "Did you manage to get the Bellum thing sorted out okay?"
Yeah, yeah, we saw Hagen there.
You did? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's. I don't know if he was when you left. I don't think he was the leader of the army.
He did it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that
guess.
is great.
Yeah.
He was so excited I was helping him. We used to fight. We were fire and ice, and it was a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
I gave him my sword before I left, and he seemed to be very proficient with it, even though he was becoming much. Rhal, what happened to your hoodie?
I gave it to Hagen.
Of course you did. Of course you gave it to Hagen. But he's the leader now?
Yeah. Yeah, he says he misses you, but he hopes not to see you there again.
That sounds a lot like Hagen. I miss him too. He's one of the very few things that I do miss.
Yeah. He's quite a bit different.
He almost couldn't, when I left, he had a really big like hunch to him and his hands went too far from the ground. I think he was turning into a proper dragon.
Yeah, we flew around a bit.
You grew wings?
Not me. No. Hagen.
Hagen flew you around?
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Blimey. Okay, well, I'm glad that he is happy.
He seems to be.
I think, I know it is bad to say, but I think him going to Bellum was the best thing for him.
I'm proud of him, but
Me too.
still hard to see.
Well,
So,
there's a lot of things that aren't fun in Bellum.
yeah.
I'm glad you are not there, and I'm glad you are never going back, right, Rhal?
Mhm. Yeah. At least I got to see him.
Yeah. I'm glad you did. He talked about you a fair bit when we were there.
Yeah, everything else went kind of sideways for a minute, but it's okay now.
Oh, that's good. I know that all these things are a little bit sketchy.
Yeah.
While you were gone, I was pretty busy.
Yeah, I heard. You helped everyone not completely run out of food.
Right. So we were working with some friends, Demi and the former Queen Rowena and some of the people from Demarius. We found one of Daichin's lairs and we went in and we destroyed it, but we didn't actually realize they were in the middle of casting a ritual. Clearly they didn't know that we were there. So we went in and we broke it up the best that we can. Most of us made it out pretty okay. There are a few that are infected with some weird thing. It's not fun, but we're trying to cure them. They don't seem to. When we destroyed it, it was not fun for a lot of people. But I managed to just about jump out of the way. But yeah, I'm glad we attacked when we did. Could have been much, much worse.
Yeah, it sounds like you did a great job, so.
We did. It was actually, strangely, it was actually a lot of fun. You know, apart from all the death and despair and panic. Yeah.
All the careful things, yeah.
All the things that I'm being very, very careful about. I'm very, very careful.
Yeah.
I almost didn't die at all.
Yeah, I'm going to stop listening soon. How is Wuranwa and Tabaxi friend?
Oh, they seem to be doing fine. They're
Okay.
He's giving him treatments every day, and it seems like his heart is getting much better. So he might actually be at full strength by the time we do this fight.
Good.
Yeah,
Should be not long now.
it shouldn't be. We're hoping he'll be at full strength very, very soon. But from speaking with a couple of the 7 with Emil, they think that maybe the Sentinels will be done. They're hoping.
And how are the Dragonborn downstairs?
Most of them are doing fine. The lack of food is getting to some of them, but funnily enough, some of them are beginning to pick up the magic here, and they mastered whatever this berry thing is very, very quickly.
Oh.
They're helping each other.
Rhal gives Ama the berry that he got because Rhal doesn't need to eat, and well, he doesn't really know why. He's not really hungry. So.
Surely you need this.
No, I'm not hungry. I'm fine.
Rhal, you have to eat. But I will take this because I have not eaten into this.
Please.
Thank you. And like she just like ravenously devours it. like, hey, look over there. And it's kind of gone.
Maybe there's a way to get more boats out fishing or something.
According to the 2 friends that you met in Gieta,
Yeah.
they have they mentioned that when they arrived in Chatvok, they mentioned that there are a bunch of boats there. Perhaps they could help.
Yeah.
I know that and she kind of like looks slightly like side-eyed away from you, like, I know that the 3 of you are pretty famous in Chatvok. Maybe you could use that to get the boats going there. Even if we could relieve one town of needing to get food, that would help a lot.
Yeah. I'll figure out if we can go and see about that.
Okay. Oh, that is good. That is good. So what are you planning to do now? Are you going to stay here with me? Or are you going to go do something else?
I don't. Have you seen Demi?
I haven't seen her for a couple of days. She got Dana to send us a message a couple of days ago to let us know that she was distracting Dachin, but I haven't heard anything else from her. I'm sure she is okay.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I just wanted to check back in. I talked to Spectre about Boger to get him back from the stalking.
Yes, Bogram said that somebody had come talk to him.
Yeah.
He didn't seem very excited about coming back, but he understood he needed to.
Well, he's the leader of all the fighting stuff down there, so
That is
might be worth him, giving a little more help before disappearing wherever he plans on disappearing to.
Do you want me to talk to him?
Only if you want to. I can talk to him if you...
I don't mind.
I'll talk to him. You don't have to worry about it.
That would be good. I don't exactly know where he is staying here. He is not staying at the monastery. He really only just arrived. He heard that a lot of people are meeting there.
Okay. Yeah, just keep an eye out. We know that Rhal's going to describe Fex. Let Eamon know that Fex might change because of the nature of the...
Yeah.
And also salt?
Yes.
Salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good at this. Let me see if I can find them.
Yeah, they might be the ones responsible for the food. Well, salt. I said the ones, but yeah, specifically him about the food.
Let me see if I can find out about him. if I'm assuming you filled her in,
Yeah.
if he really was the one to destroy the caravan, the squirrels, he must have started out here, or he's very close to here. So maybe I can leave it with me. I will see if I can find him.
Yeah, we don't want to try to fix things and then have him mess it up again.
No, we don't. There are a lot of upset and very hungry people. So, okay. Leave that with me. I will find him.
Okay, be careful.
I am 90% of the time careful.
That's not enough of the percent of the time.
How safe are you, percentage-wise? 1 in 4, maybe?
By nature or by habit?
By existence, Rhal.
Less than that.
Okay.
That's not my fault. I'm careful as I can.
It is not my fault that I find myself in very dangerous
I'm not
situations.
fighting in the fourfold anymore, so there's that.
Strangely enough, that has not made your chances of survival much better.
No, but I don't necessarily want to go back and fight there, so
You don't?
not right now.
What do you want to do?
Sleep.
If you need to sleep, there's a place to stay in the monastery that Emily has been letting me
No,
stay in.
I'm good for now. I just mean
Overall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been a long time that we've been going, and
Okay.
hard times,
Well,
Just want things to be normal again. I've had enough fighting for a while.
I agree.
Maybe one day again, but not like before.
No. After we save the world, we get to have a little bit of a rest before we become specters, yes. Maybe a little one. We can go on holiday.
Hope so.
I am going to see if I can find Salt. I know you just got back, but Rhal, it has been rough with no food here. I'm going to go see if I can hunt him down.
Yeah, just be careful.
It is he who is going to need to be careful.
Don't try to take him on alone. I don't think we know much about him.
Okay. I will try not to take him on alone.
I know you could probably do it. But
Well, I probably could, but you're also probably right. Damn it. Okay. She puts her hands either side of your face, and she kind of nuzzles the end of your nose.
yeah,
And she says, okay, you take care of yourself.
you do.
Not dying.
Trying.
Good. And with that, she gives you a big hug, and then she kind of scoots around the corner, and even if you took a few steps, you would not see her again.
Yep.
She is super sneaks now.
And Rhal will make his way in the bar to talk to Bogram.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely rock up to the bar, no problem. Bogram is just sitting next to Jim at the bar, and he's just nursing a pint.
Yeah, Rhal will sit down next to Bogram.
He raises a hand, and Emily comes over with a really big glass of water, puts it down next to you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, got a strange message from a spectre at No Eyes. Said that she'll probably come back. What's up?
You're the leader of the fourfold, right? So
I
think we're about to fight. Are we not? Might be worth rallying a few more people, if possible.
Have you got any idea where you want them? I've got to do a fair bit of travelling around to be able to get everybody in the right place if I had an idea of where to send them.
I guess we have been sending everyone here, but just make sure they don't travel without some way of making sure they can eat.
Right. All right. I'll try and get folks as close to here as possible. There's plenty of room in the Earth Duct, plenty of resources down there. Food, water, if you know right places to look at. We can probably hire a couple of rangers that are fairly skilled down there. We have the resources for that.
Okay. Just let me know if you need anything.
I'll make it work. We'll get the folks together and we'll get them as close to Falsam as we can. There's actually a complex of tunnels a bit further south of here. We can probably get them there. Is there anything else?
Not really. Should get everyone their things in the stocking plane back okay?
Hey.
I won't have anyone angry with me in some years.
No, I was there for a couple of weeks. They were pretty nice people. I actually really like them.
Yeah?
They need a little bit of help, you know, roaming out in the stalking and such like, and it was good. It was good for me to be there, I think.
Is that what you really want to do, though?
Honestly, Rhal, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Well, I do now. I don't know what I'm going to do in the bigger picture tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to come back and lead the fourfold. I don't know if I'm going to find a way of existing without you two here. I don't know. I don't know if I'll just go back to the stalking.
Yeah, we're not going to leave town, I don't think.
That's not what I mean, Rhal. And you know it. I'm going to let future Borgrim worry about that. I can't right now. And we don't even know if we're going to have a future. I'm fairly certain we will, but I'm not going to worry about it until I have to.
Yeah. Well, whatever you decide to do, I'm not going to try to stop you. Unless you try to save the world again. And come after us. But I know you won't, so...
Never.
I trust that you won't. I know you won't.
No, I won't.
Whatever you want to do.
Thanks.
If you need help getting back to the stalking again after all this, I can probably figure something out.
Be able to give me a lift?
Maybe. I can't move very big things there, but I can take small things. So maybe you.
Dick. All right. I've got places I've got to go, and they're very far spread. So I'll go see what favours I can pull in from the Witches' Society.
Okay. Good luck.
You too. And if you need anything...
I already called you. You're already here.
Good. All right. I guess I'll see you at the fight, if nowhere else. And with that, he kind of literally just downs his pint, where he'd been nursing for a while.
Yeah.
And he turns around and he leaves the bar. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode. Hopefully you're enjoying our in-person shenanigans. It was definitely a lot of fun to do this all together, and it's definitely a very different electric atmosphere when we're all actually at a table, which is kind of the first time we'd all ever done this. So yeah, it was wild. Thank you all so much, especially to our patrons who basically managed to help us do this. So thank you. And we've been sitting on it for like 2 years now, and I'm really glad we've finally been able to release these episodes. Talk about patrons, I should also thank Toit Vidus. I'm so sorry for butchering your name, but I'm hoping you know who you are. Thank you so much. It's really thanks to the support that you folks give us that we can do things like this and keep the lights on. And it really just does mean the world to us knowing that people want to help us keep making this wild story we've been on for the last 6 or 7 years, I guess, at this point. Yeah. Anyway, if there is another show that you want to check out because you've hit the end of our backlog, amazingly, go check out Hanapocalypse. I've been chatting with them and they're really nice people and their show is a lot of fun. So you're going to hear an ad for Hanapocalypse now.
So this is the end of the world. Pretty weird, right? I'm Hannah. I'm sure you've probably noticed by now. I'm a zombie. Might even be the last one.
From the creator of Redmond Born and Cybernautica.
I can't exactly control most of the things zombie me does. I'm basically what amounts to a backseat driver in my own body. You learn to kind of just go with it after a while, I think. Like, do I feel bad for eating a family of 4 when I was new? You bet. Not exactly my favorite memory.
Hannah is living her best unlife, while unknowingly being on a crash course with Callie, an explorer desperately seeking to leave her mark on an American wasteland that seems to be all out of new discoveries.
One might say that it's the comics that got me into this, but between you and me, I'm gonna blame the McSodas. No sense in ruining everything I like in one day.
Together, this unlikely pair team up against the dangers of post-apocalyptia.
Okay. This thing is not playing around at all. Shit incoming!
Sometimes I miss the old days. Killing zombies for upstart communities, now that was a lot more simple. A lot more ethical, too. Wouldn't you say so? Don't you think it's a little more ethical to kill a zombie than just some stranger on the road?
Hannah-pocalypse, a story about love, death, and robots. Just not the Netflix kind.